Greetings, saints of God. As pastor of the St. John Church, once again, I come before you to address the current events of our times as we continue to protest concerning the murder of George Floyd. With regards to that, I'm so proud of the many members of the St. John Church who met us on Saturday downtown Southlake in the city square. As we met there, the students led us in that protest, and it was a tremendous turnout of people of every race and every religion. I think the time has come to say that it's time out to look the other way as it relates to racism and injustices. And I think our nation is speaking up at this point as we see protests taking place all across our country. And even now, other nations around the globe has joined in this protest. I think we must speak up until things get better. We must participate. We must become involved. We must become engaged. And we must use this situation as an opportunity to create momentum. We ought to use it as a catalyst to take us to the polls in November, to make a difference, because we understand we cannot expect to be unified as it relates to the individual who is in the White House. We know he has his own separate agenda and his own support base, as he talks about. But I was encouraged to read a message that was trending in media on Saturday that said 83% of Americans said it is time out for racism, and it's time for us to become united as a nation. And I think that this is the time that God is working in the darkest of times, in the darkness of this situation, to bring about unity from within the people. And I am so excited, again, for those many young people who would not be denied the opportunity to protest in Southlake on Saturday. The leadership of the city indicated that they should not protest, then went on to tell them that they cannot guarantee their protection. But later, because those students wouldn't give up and because their parents backed them, the mayor, she decided that she would try to find an alternative site on the backside of the city, a park that was remote for this protest. But those students would not be denied. And they said, we want to protest in the same place in which you allowed a hate group, a racist group, to protest just weeks prior, as they talked about opening up the government, opening up businesses. They carried their guns, they carried their support for number 45, their signs, they carried with them Confederate flags, and yet, Madam Mayor, you found a way to protect them. I thank God for these students who kept pushing the issue and said, we want to protest in the same place in which they protested. And as a result of that, tens of thousands came out today. White, blacks, browns, every religion was represented. And it was a peaceful, successful protest with many speeches. And so I want to say, keep up the good work. I want to say to these students, you have inspired hope. It is my inspiration that America is going to be better because of you. It was emotional for me to see so many others come together and unite around this great injustice. We must continue to fight the good fight of faith until injustices are called out and corrected, until laws are changed, until all lives matter, until, in particular, lives of color are given the respect that they deserve. And so we're going to keep pressing the issue. We're not going to give up. We're going to keep pressing until we see a change from the White House all the way down to our house. We're fighting for that change, and I'm proud to be a part of that change. Let's keep fighting the good fight of faith. Thank you once again, St. John, for all that you did. Thank you, students and young people. You are making a difference. You're not the generation of the future. You're the generation of now.